Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to ABSAC's online support program. This is 13th week of online learning and it is time for history lesson for class 8. We are doing chapter number 7, Pakistan since creation, and the topics which we are going to cover in this video are what is governance, democratic system of government, and organs of federal government. At the end of the video, students will be able to understand the term governance and role of good governance, to learn about the system of government in Pakistan and organs of federal government, and solve the exercise questions related to the text. To achieve the objectives, you have to read the text carefully, mark or highlight important dates or events, make meaningful sentences to answer the questions, and consult dictionary whenever you find any difficult word. So our first topic is what is governance, but we have to understand the meaning of the term governance. So governance means the process of running government. It includes body of persons that makes the governing authority. So governance consists of all the laws, norms, powers and processes undertaken by the government in a running social system. Governance is the way a group of people, such as a country, performs its function. Many organs or departments form a government which then decides how things are to be done. Good governance leads to flourishing society and nation. Let's discuss government in Pakistan now. So Pakistan came into being on 14th August 1947, and it was decided at that time that Pakistan will be a democratic country based on Islamic principles or laws. Here comes a question that what is democracy and how it works. So let's discuss this now. So democracy is derived from Greek language and it is made up of two words, demo and kratos. Demo means people and kratos means rule. So it is a system of government in which the political authority is vested in the people. Pakistan is a democratic country. It means that people are elected by the public. So this is the meaning of democracy or democratic system of government. And it means that people are selected by the public or people are elected by the public to rule over them. So what happens in Pakistan? Elections are held after every 5 years to choose the members of national and provincial assemblies. The elected members of National Assembly then form the federal government and the members of provincial assemblies form the provincial government. Now let's discuss organs of federal government. Organs means different departments or branches. So Pakistan was declared an Islamic Republic and parliamentary system of government was adopted. The president is the head of the state, whereas prime minister is the head of government. A federal system of government has three main organs to run the country, and these three main organs or departments are in front of you. These are legislature, executive and judiciary. These three are the main organs of Pakistan's federal government, and we are going to discuss all these three one by one. So first we have legislature. So legislature is actually a legislative body of a country or state, and the people of this organ are responsible to make or change the law of a country. So the word legislature comes from the Latin language meaning those who write the law, as I explained. So a legislature in Pakistan is based on two houses of parliament, National Assembly, the lower house, or Senate, the upper house. So our parliament consists of two houses, and these are the names of those two houses. One is the National Assembly and the other is the Senate, and these two houses are responsible to make or change the law of the country. Then we have executive. So executive body relates to having the power to put plans or actions into effect. So the executive body is the organ of government that has authority for governance of state The executive body executes and enforces law made by legislature and interpreted by judiciary. This executive body consists of following important parts. First is president. The president is the head of the state elected by MNAs and MPAs. MNAs are members of National Assembly and MPAs are member of Provincial Assembly. Prime Minister, he is the head of the federal government. And cabinet. The cabinet is a team of senior ministers in the government who are chosen by the Prime Minister and are assigned to perform their duties in their respective ministries. So these three parts, that is President, Prime Minister and Cabinet, play an important part in the executive body. Then we have judiciary. Judiciary is basically a system of courts that interprets or applies the law in the name of government. So the judiciary is the system of courts that administer justice in any sovereign state. Sovereign means independent. A judicial system is used to resolve disputes, to solve fights or different issues. The judiciary is the branch of government that interprets the law. The judiciary of Pakistan has the following hierarchy: Supreme Court, Federal Sharia Court, 5 High Courts, District or Session Courts, and Magistrate Court. So Supreme Court is also called Adalat-e-Uzma, and it is the highest court within the hierarchy of courts. Then we have Federal Shariat Court. So Federal Shariat Court has power to examine or determine whether the laws of the country comply with Shariat or Islamic law or not. Then we have High Court. So High Court is also called Adalat-e-Aliya, and these are 5 in number, each in capital city of provinces. These are Lahore High Court, Sindh High Court. Sindh High Court is present in Karachi. Then Peshawar High Court, Balochistan High Court. Balochistan High Court is present in Quetta, and Islamabad High Court. Then we have district or session courts. These are the courts that operate at district level and they are controlled by high courts. And then we have magistrate court. These are examples of lower judiciary and they are present in every town and city to resolve smaller issues at the local level. Okay boys, now you have a vocabulary work. Prepare a bank of words you find difficult or new in these topics. Maintain a small notepad or booklet for new vocabulary. Also write down the meanings of those words. Don't write the words only. Then you have written work. After thorough reading and understanding the chapter, do the content related questions given in exercise textbook page number 108 independently on loose sheets. That's all for today. Thank you so much.